Breaking news out of Ohio today. The man accused of raping and impregnating a young girl who later traveled to Indiana to get an abortion has just pleaded guilty. That man changing his plea in court within the last hour. This case sparked a national firestorm just days after the Supreme Court decision that overturned Roe v. Wade. NBC News correspondent Stephen Romo joins us now. Stephen, what do we know about this plea deal and the sentence that was just announced in court?
Yeah, Kate, a lot of eyes on this case. 28-year-old Gerson Fuentes did change his plea from not guilty to guilty, and that kicked in this plea deal, which the judge has agreed to. That'll give him a life sentence, and he won't be eligible for parole until he serves 25 years in custody. Now, as I mentioned, the judge did have to sign off on this, and it will mean there is no trial in this case, of course. And the judge said it was actually a very hard decision for her and the court to make, and she wouldn't have done it without input from the family. Here's more of what Judge Lynch had to say.
The family has agreed to this, and this is a hard pill for this court to swallow, to take this joint recommendation. If that family hadn't begged me to take this joint recommendation, this would never be happening.
Hear a bit of the insight into the judge's thinking in going along with this decision. Now, this case, as you mentioned, got so much attention because the news of it broke just after the Supreme Court last year overturned Roe versus Wade. President Biden even mentioning this decision as a reason that abortion should have access in cases like this exact one. The girl, 10 years old at the time, had to cross state lines into Indiana to get abortion care. Her family now hoping that she can move on from this. They can move on from this. This case not only tragic for them, but also a national flashpoint here.